I've had guns all my life, and I have a concealed weapons permit. What are the implications? Can a state citizen buy and sell guns? Well, first and foremost, anybody can buy and sell guns in the private. Anybody, even with a felony. The only thing stopping the felon is his private agreement with his parole officer or the state as to whether he can or cannot buy a gun. But I'm going to tell you right now, there is a case where a felon who signed a parole agreement that he wouldn't have a gun, and I'm going to think of the name of the case in a second. It's from 2003, where he took them to court, and the Constitution prevailed in court, and that he was able to have a gun because that is his God-given unalienable right. But to say a state citizenship is going to, in fact, hurt you, the only reason why you have to have a concealed weapons permit is the Second Amendment. The right to bear arms specifically is generally not accepted, meaning you just don't walk around without a gun permit or a concealed weapons permit. I'll tell you right now, in California, there is a Supreme Court ruling that upholds the Second Amendment, and absolutely I am allowed to carry a firearm concealed without a concealed weapons permit. It is the constitutional right, and it is a Supreme Court of California determined right. So why are we still selling concealed weapons permits? Because they can, and because it retains you, constrains you, and it's a new contract. But there is no implication. If anything, you're just going to say, hey, please attach this to my original application. Just FYI, I am now a state of the Union citizen and a citizen of the United States of America. It's different than a U.S. citizen. And by the way, Mr. Sheriff, I would love to be a deputy sheriff. If you ever have any issues with the neighborhood or anything, give me a call. As you know, I got a concealed weapons permit, but I'm of the rule of the law, and I'm here to support you any way that I can. We're not sitting there writing letters as sovereign citizens because, number one, we're not. It's an oxymoron. Number two, it's their created word to try to stop people from understanding state citizenship. We're just here to introduce to them that there's somebody who says, hey, I'm really concerned about my application. I just want to be clear. I'm actually a citizen of the United States of America, not the United States as defined under XX and X. But I'm just wanting to make sure you understood the difference. And I appreciate the opportunity to have this concealed weapons permit, and thank you, and offer your services to be a deputy sheriff. Again, no implications. Buying and selling guns, no implications. For me, I'm never going to buy a gun again through the state or the Fed. I'm going to create it. And because it's my God-given unalienable right, it's the right of a state citizen, and it's a right of most U.S. citizens. I think the only thing different in the state of California, they require U.S. citizens to register a private gun or a private firearm. And the only purpose for them to register it, I guarantee, I haven't read the law yet, but I guarantee if I read the law, there's an exit within the code. I guarantee it, because they can't force somebody to take something they've privately purchased and made and make it public. They can't force that. So I guarantee there's a remedy in the law.